The Fellowship of the Ring are trapped within Balin's tomb and must cut their way to safety as we continue our quest of the Ringbearer. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how you can win your very own Balin's tomb terrain. The Fellowship of the Ring have set out on their quest for Mount Doom to destroy the One Ring, the great weapon of the enemy, and vanquish the Dark Lord Sauron once and for all. The task falls to Frodo, the smallest of all, to bear this great burden, but with him are 8 companions to aid him as best they can. This fellowship of men, elf, dwarf, and hobbit cross the barren lands of Eregion, and after much peril are driven to walk the long dark of Moria.
This is no mine. It's a tomb.
A once mighty dwarven realm that has fallen into decay and is fraught with danger and uncertainty. Gandalf's hope of an easy passage is soon shattered in the chamber of MAzarbul as they find themselves assailed from all sides by a wicked goblin menace led by 2 cunning chieftains and a fearsome cave troll. The scenario takes place within a 2x2 foot chamber with Balin's tomb at its center. It is here the Fellowship have found themselves trapped with just a single doorway on the northern edge, now teeming with goblins. There are also 2 trapdoors on the east and western side and a well to the south, giving the goblins some sneaky flanking options. On the evil side, there are 2 goblin captains and 24 warriors, all of whom must be deployed within 6 inches of the northern door. At the end of any evil move phase, up to 2 goblin warriors previously slain may re-enter play from the trapdoors, 2 more from the well, and then any remaining may move on through the main door. Additionally, at the end of the 4th turn, a cave troll will enter play from that northern doorway. To claim victory, the Fellowship of the Ring must survive until the end of the 10th turn without losing the Ringbearer or 5 other heroes. It's a good old-fashioned mosh pit. We've seen the scenario, we've seen the board, let's meet the players. This time our 2 combatants have swapped forces, and commanding the Fellowship of the Ring is the Ringbearer of Zorpazorp, Lachlan Linton Keen. My name's Lockie, and today I am controlling the full Fellowship of the Ring to defend Balin's tomb. I've got a bunch of squishy hobbits, but Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, they're my big hitters, and they're going to protect the softer members of the Fellowship. Lording over the denizens of Moria is the one and only Mark Tribe.
I'm Mark. I'll be controlling the goblin horde, who have a cave troll.
Will the Fellowship survive the goblin horde, or will the cave troll skewer the Ringbearer and end their lofty quest? Let the battle begin.
The great battle of our time.
The doors have burst open, Legolas and Aragorn's arrows have whizzed through the breach, and a horde of Moria goblins is pouring through. The Fellowship find themselves trapped and surrounded in Balin's tomb. They have 10 turns to survive. Let's have a look at turn number 1 priority. A big 5 for the Fellowship. We are taking the initiative, and we've got to decide whether we fall back or dive forward into the goblin horde.
Before the good move, I'm going to call a heroic move with my chainmail captain here. We're just going to try and sneak around, do a bit of negating and giving myself a bit of space. Excuse me. So he will go first. He's going to actually get out of town. So
big 5-inch move for the goblins.
5-inch move. So if
I've got the speed gain.
He's there.
Now all of the goblins in the doorway are in range of Mark's heroic move, but the archers, they're going to elect to not move, foregoing their movement later, but I don't think they care because they're going to be raining down with their superior 5-up shoot value. Although we'll hopefully be turning that into a 6-up with a blinding light later on. Marky's moving up and engaging both Boromir and Aragorn with a couple of dudes. Fellowship movement, I have been pinned by the goblin horde, so let's dive down and see what we can do here. Now Gandalf is going to get off blinding light, so I'm actually going to be pretty aggressive with Gandalf early. So he's going to move up, throw a spell, and then charge this goblin. He's going to go blinding light on 2 dice channeled to change the duration to exhaustion, and he gets the 1. Good thing I spent 2 dice, so that goes off, and now everyone within 6 inches is hit on a 6+ from those ranged attacks. So Legolas is going to stay stationary. He's got great lines of fire up there. you bloody know Gimli is jumping in and getting in that combat. And then the 4 hobbits are just going to retreat, staying within that 6-inch bubble and fall in behind Legolas. We'll put Frodo in a bit of a triangle between his hobbit brethren, and that is the Fellowship move for turn number 1.
Rightio, so left side, right side for you guys. These 4, Mary's a little bit exposed. So
Yes.
it's a numbers game, limited turns in the game, and I need to cull numbers as quickly as possible to try and get the win. It's not going to be very popular killing the hobbits if I can get them, but
I've got my blinding light.
blinding light. So all these need to be 6s, no matter what. So 4 dice into Mary.
Oh, what a start!
Here we go.
What a start.
Here
So
we go.
I'm only defense 3, I think,
Correct.
for Mary. So that is looking for 5s to wounds.
5s to wound, yep. Here we go. Oh.
No wounds, so
okay.
close. There's one of those
Very
Mark
good.
Tribe ones.
There it is.
Then we've got another 4 goblins over
Yep.
the back, and they're shooting into the maelstrom of combat.
They're going to go into Eregion. They're going to have a crack at Eregion. So, we've got my combat in the way, which is fine. The goblins, but we want to get this guy. So, let's see how many make it there. Hitting on 6s. Another 2.
Another 2.
Very good.
All right, so up and
Good.
down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 will hit the goblin Aragorn's fighting. 4, 5, 6 Aragorn himself.
Here we go. Okay, 1 on each.
1 on each.
Very good.
Let's murder your own guy
Yep,
first.
let's do that one
Please
first.
don't kill him.
There
Oh, there goes my heroic combat for the turn. What a beautiful.
Well, there's 2 in there.
Oh, that's true.
There's 2
He'll
in
now
there.
be with Gimli. You know
Yep.
what? That's actually going to work in my favour.
It will.
Let's see if you wound
Let's see if I
Aragorn.
get a wound. Let's see there. So 6s this time for Eregion. Yeah, there it is.
The Mark Tribe
There
ones.
it is.
Hard at work. Well, with the arrows whizzing all around the place and a few landing quite close to Legolas, he's going to return fire with a big volley and hit those goblins up the back there. Let's start getting rid of those archers. Put a bit of suppression on the field. He hits twice, and he will need 5s with his elf bow. And down go 2 goblins. Legolas is here to play. Down go Pop and Snap. 2 of our wonderful Patreon minis there for Mr. James Carver, annihilated by Legolas' shooting. And now it is combat time, and boy do we have some combats here. So, I am going to call a heroic combat with Aragorn, who is now also paired with Gimli. So that has worked out quite well for me. You've got no heroes in the fight, do you, Mark?
No.
Alright,
no,
well,
we're all good.
We're doing that first.
Yep.
I've got 3 dice with Aragorn, and I'll use Gimli two-handed.
And I'll shield.
Ooh,
So, no,
Aragorn takes it on the big fight, but he wasn't good, but I had that. And then he'll be wounding on 5s, which doesn't wound. And then Gimli's 2 strikes wounding on 4s. Just gets him. Just gets him.
there we go.
And now we've got a charge for Aragorn and Gimli to make. So after the big bold charge by the Fellowship, Gimli and Aragorn have re-established the line, and we are fighting on a bit of a broader front here, and we've got some interesting combats. Up first we'll go, let's start with Gandalf. Now this is an interesting charge, I've realised. I meant to call a heroic combat with Boromir, but now instead of having 2-on-1 and Boromir using his horn, Gandalf is fighting a spear-supported goblin by himself. So I've got a single attack for Gandalf the Grey, and it's a strong start for Gandalf. He wins it on fight value, and the 2 goblins back away. And he's got Glandring, so strength 5 against defense 5 when making strikes. He needs a 4. No luck on the wounding, but he's held that flank nicely. Boromir, 3 attacks against 1 poor little goblin. The heroic combat that could have been. I'm on 5s.
Okay. I'll shield.
Yeah, fair call.
Let's hold it up. Yep, alright.
No holding. No holding to be seen. You've got defense 5, so I'm looking for 5s with Boromir, and he gets the wound.
Gets him. And that
We are chopping. Gimli has boldly charged into 2 goblins. I'm gonna go 3 attacks here, Mark,
Yep.
and get the advantage of strikes against your numbers. Are you just fighting? Oh, you've got a spear support.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
3 attacks each.
Let's go. Let's
Set the
do
tone.
it. Alright. Yeah, give me a go.
Oh no! You're kidding. That's twice in 2 games. And Gimli will take that on a 5.
Oh.
You are joking, man. We even changed your dice. Gimli is currently at +1 to wound, so he'll need strength 4 on defense 4. That's 3s on the first model. 1.
3, there we go. And then he'll need 4s on the guy with the shield. Down, he survives.
Okay.
So Gimli only gets the 1 kill, but that's alright. Okay. And then we have the big one, Aragorn against the captain. He was able to fly around after Gimli annihilated that model's control zone and get the charge on the captain. 3 attacks. And, only 4 high. Here's a chance for you. Here's a chance, Marky.
Let's go. Come on, Skip. There it is.
Ooh, big 6. I'd have to blow 2 might just to tie that combat. That is a bit of a shame, but Aragorn is just going to have to back away. You're only strength 3? No, strength 4 for the captains?
On the captain. Strength 4, okay.
Strength 4.
5s.
So looking for 5s to wound.
5s to wound, here we go.
And, defense 5 of Aragorn hurting him here.
Yes.
Oh! I've traded what could have been 2 might spent for 2 wounds. I'll just take them. So Aragorn's huge play has left him on 1 wound. That is a rough start, but we went well elsewhere, annihilating quite a few Moria goblins. Let's jump into priority.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Goblins claiming initiative. The Fellowship will have to have a think about a heroic move here. So that was a rougher start than I had intended. Aragorn taking 2 wounds to a goblin captain. I went for a slightly risky attempt to take out the goblin leadership and it backfired big time. So I'm absolutely calling a heroic move. I cannot afford the goblins to kind of tie up my sort of staggered attack line now. If we have a look here, Mark, I've got Aragorn and he will be able to get everyone except even Frodo. So Pippin and Merry will be my response afterwards. Are you going to counter call?
I've got to grab you.
Yeah.
Yes, I can get the trap on there. So yes.
It's going to be rough if those goblins compile it. So I'll do the roll-off because I'm on camera. And we're looking for 4, 5, 6 for the Fellowship. And it goes to the goblins.
Here we go.
And the goblins get to make a charge, piling in off the goblin captain's heroic move.
The cruel chieftain was too quick for the heir of Elendil and dealt him 2 wounds before bellowing a rallying cry to his forces to surge forwards. The 2 captains themselves run around the flanks, avoiding the vicious blades of the heroes, and a whole bunch more goblins suddenly appeared on the trapdoors and the well, all part of their cunning plan.
Turn 2, and I'm on the ropes! This has completely backfired. I was like, I'm going to be aggressive, I'm going to chop up goblins, and all I've done is given Mark the ability to just spawn goblins everywhere. So 2 goblins have come in on the trapdoors, 2 have come on the well, and the final 2 that I killed came through the doorway. So, what have I got left in my normal move now Mark's full move is over? Pippin and Merry have been engaged, so I've got Frodo and Sam to counteract, Leggy's free, and Gandalf wasn't able to be charged. So, tell you what we're going to do. First up, Sam is going to fly around into Merry, into this goblin rather, and I probably want to get Frodo in combat as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll put Legolas in combat, and then I'll put Frodo in that combat. So that's going to set up a nice heroic combat chain for free off Sam's special rule. That'll rinse those 2 goblins and help me pull back with the rest of the hobbits. Now we are in trouble over here, but Gandalf is my solution. Aragorn has been tagged by just 2 guys, which has allowed Mark to get his captains all the way around the flank. I can tell they're coming hero hunting, or hobbit hero hunting. So Balin's tomb is actually less than an inch tall, which means Gandalf can parkour straight over the top of it. So what he's going to do is leap around behind, and then he's just going to charge this spearman. And hopefully that's going to set up the ability for Boromir to win that combat and then get over and help Gimli, and then we'll see how we go from there, because there is some serious pain, but Gimli's a tank. I'm not too worried, although I'm a little worried. Let's jump into shooting for turn number 2.
I've got a few shots into these little hobbits again. So Mr. Merry sitting out proudly at the front. 1, 2, 3 and 4 have clear line of sight. Now we are within 6 of the blinding light, so all 6s again. It was pretty good last time, so let's see how we go. 4 dice. Nothing this time.
There we go. Blinding light doing its job.
There we go, it did its job. Now, we've got a couple of little sneaky shots, so I'll do the easiest one first. So these 2 here, clear line of sight at Frodo. He's obviously in combat, so we'll fight for that in a moment. So again, actually.
Frodo in 6?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good. I was like, oh no, what have I done?
Okay, so these 2 again, 6 up. Let's see how we go. Oh, nothing.
And it's 5s too. It's 5s.
All,
it's
the
just
high rolls. Now the other 2, it's a bit of a debate, but the the friendliest will be shooting into Boromir. So let's see how we go. Need these big 6s again, and then we can suss it out later. So nothing at all.
There we go. Gandalf doing the goods. Well, that takes us to combat phase, and boy oh boy are there some combats this turn. My first heroic will be a heroic combat with Sam for free.
Yep.
Have you got any other heroes in the fight?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now I've got a choice here. Aragorn spent his free heroic combat, but he's just fighting a single orc, or goblin, so he could call a heroic as well to try and help out Gimli, and I think he's going to. So I'm going to spend one of Aragorn's might to call a heroic, and I'm also going to call a heroic combat with Boromir.
Yep.
So this is putting a lot of eggs in baskets, but I need to help out Gimli. I cannot afford to lose him.
He's in trouble, yeah.
Let's start over here though. This is a bit more fun. So I have got Frodo. No, I've got Legolas, 2 dice, and then Merry and Pippin on the 2 greens. Those are not might charge rolls against 1 charged goblin. No, what am I talking about? That's Sam.
Sam was,
Sam and Pippin fighting. Has Sam got 2 attacks?
Just 1.
Just 1.
2
Okay.
wounds, yeah.
So we'll ignore Pippin for the time being.
Yeah.
I'm on 2s.
Oh, shielding.
You're on 3s.
Okay.
Let's hope Pippin can save the day for me here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, okay.
I will spend a point of... let's go with Sam's might.
Yep.
Sam will spend a point of might because he can call combats nice and easily to win the fight there on fight value. And now, again, ignoring Pippin's wounding dice. And there we go. We got him.
See you later.
So, heroic combat goes off.
Well done.
And now Legolas will move in and finish that off. And Sam will move in. And then Pippin is just going to launch back a little bit further. So that is definitely a combat we'll take care of, but we'll do the rest of the heroics first. Let's do... we'll go Aragorn's. We'll go Aragorn's next. He's got the 3 dice, and he is fighting against a single normal goblin and a spear support. But you've cleverly manoeuvred your control zones here, so I will be trapped. Set the tone for me.
Yeah, I'm going to fight you, so let's do it.
Too high.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Yeah,
if I get the classic Mark Tribe 111s here, that's what I want. That's better.
Okay.
Looking for a single 5 here. Bam, rinsed him.
Got it.
Aragorn's got a key job to do here, and that is to tag 2 of the models that are charging Gimli. I've just knocked him by the spear, but he can get them both. So that's 2 less on Gimli's combat. He's now just fighting 3. Boromir is going to blow on his big old horn of Gondor. And he is going to force you to take a courage test, sir. 2 dice. Courage 2, you need 8. You fail.
Hey.
He automatically wins the combat, and they are defense 5 goblins there, and I'm strength 4, so I need 2 5s for this to come off. A little bit risky here. Not if you're Boromir. There is 1. Do I spend a second point of might to make this heroic combat go off? What's the benefit here? At the moment, Gimli is still fighting 4 attacks with those spear supports. I'm going to do it. We got to risk it to get the biscuit. So spending another of Boromir's might. This is a big resource burn. 2 goblins down. Boromir wins the combat and is able to run around the back and charge 2, taking out the spear supports. Although it does leave him a little open to countercharge next turn. Or I could be being more conservative and take 1 off, and that will leave Gimli to fight 3. I'm feeling that that's a little bit of a better result, so what I'll do is I'll charge Gimli into those 2, Boromir into those 2. So that's all the heroic combats. Now it's time for the normal ones. I am chopping up goblins, but I'm burning resources to do it. We'll start simply over here. You got 1 goblin, Marky, you gonna shield?
Yeah, I'll shield. Let's...
Absolutely.
Actually, no, I'm not.
Well, I said, look, he's probably gonna die. Why not risk it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. To get him back, he'll come back.
Exactly.
Yep, so...
And if you win on a fluke, you might get to wound Frodo.
Correct.
Legolas to start with.
Yeah.
It's all I need.
Fair enough.
Leggy's got double strikes. He doesn't quite get a kill. He doesn't quite that time. Oh dear. Let's go for Sam. Sam's 2 attacks. There we go. Sam's cutting the mustard. So that is this side of the board clear, but it did cost me a little bit of resources. All right, Aragorn is fighting 2. He's got 3 dice. They've got no supports. Any special strikes? Do you want to do any stabbing or anything?
Yeah, let's stab with the front dude.
So re-rolling 1s if Mark gets the chance to wound.
Yep.
But with a 6 on the dual roll, he does not. And I need only 4s on these guys because they've got no shields.
No shields.
Only 1 dice. Anyone's fine. And then we've got Boromir over the side there, and once again he will blow the horn of Gondor. 2 dice, needing 8. Hey, gets it.
There we go. Let's go.
We'll actually have to duel this time.
Yep.
Now, where do you want to put your spear supports? Oh, I see they're all on.
Yeah.
They're all on Boromir, so it'll be 3 dice for
3
you.
dice. Yep, 3 spears.
Set the tone.
Here we go.
Strong, you've got on 5s.
Works. That's a good start.
And I'm on 6s. Fellowship dice coming in hot now. Once again, I only need 4s because those are spearmen. 4s are good. We like 4s. Not enough though. I'm not blowing any more might. Happy to just take off a goblin there. And then Gimli is now only fighting 2 models. He will go 3 attacks. He's on 5s.
Ooh, okay.
2 attacks for you
2
with
for me. Yep.
a shieldsman and a spear.
Yep. So hit the. We'll go the Gandalf dice.
Going for a cheeky stab?
Yeah, we'll go stab. Let's do it.
Yeah. So that doesn't pay off. You get to take a strength 2 hit on your front goblin.
Yep, so 6 will do it. No.
The stab doesn't kill him, but Gimli does. So Gimli getting another kill, extending his lead. Legolas still has his 2+ shoot. That was a lot of dead goblins. How many marks did we kill? How many goblins did we kill, Mark?
8.
8.
So.
The Fellowship can cut through these guys.
Yeah, that
but
was solid.
we spent 2 might on Boromir, 1 might on Aragorn, so we did cost a little bit of resources. Oh, we've got 1 combat left. I forgot about Gandalf.
Yep.
Big 4.
Ah.
Big 2. Come on, Glamdring. Put him down. Put him down. Down he goes.
See you later.
9 goblins cooked.
Yep.
So, the goblins came for me. We bashed them up. They nearly trapped Gimli, but we managed to get him out of that sticky situation. But the goblins don't stop. Let's do priority, Mark.
Here we go.
Oh, you've
Hey,
got it
got
again.
It again. All right,
Heroic
here we go.
moves, here we come.
Here we come.
Alright, so, it's heroic move time again. Aragorn is absolutely calling. I need to pin these goblins while I've broken their spearhead, and Marky, you're going to counter call with a captain?
I'm going to have to counter call, yeah.
Yeah, you've got your captains behind enemy lines now.
Yeah.
They're on the way. I think you've got to take it. So, I'll do it again. 4, 5, 6, it goes to the Fellowship. Oh, that's out of the box.
Oh.
It's a 2! The goblins have got it again!
Yeah.
So here go the goblins, diving deep into the Fellowship's board.
While their evil minions hurl themselves onto the blades of the mighty heroes, the 2 goblin captains continue their advance deep behind enemy lines, once again linking up with 4 more goblins coming from the trapdoors and the well. After the knife work of last turn, there are plenty of goblins available to swarm the board once more as reinforcements.
So losing another heroic move has meant that I've had some pretty serious goblin pinnage come in from all angles, but I've got some things I can do. The first thing is I'm going to throw a sorceress blast with 1 free and 1 normal dice from my store right down here onto Mark's goblin captains. Now, if this goes off, it means I can get in a tasty charge on one of them. Let's see, needing 5s. And I get a 4! It's not worth spending a point of might to make that happen, I don't think. So instead, I'm not going to charge them. They're too tough. 2 attacks, it's not worth it with Gandalf. What Gandalf will do, having choked on that spell, is just take a spearman off Boromir to help out. Those guys are still a problem for next turn. But over here in Hobbitland, we've got some stuff we can do. Sam is going to fly around here, and then Frodo is going to leap up the back there. So that is going to be another epic heroic combat situation for those models. And boy, would that have paired nicely if I had have knocked those over. Maybe I should have spent the might. We'll have to come and see later on. I really want to save the might for some juicy channeled spells. Collapse Rocks is just begging to happen here with that splash damage, so I'm tentative on spending that might. But with all that movement done, there's no shooting. It's time for combat. We have got a cracker of combats here. The only heroic I'm going to be calling is with Sam, because Frodo is engaged within 6 inches. So that's going to be my heroic combat. The rest of the guys, it's just not worth spending the might, because all I'm doing is teleporting goblins back 8 inches, so it's a waste of resources, which I think I'm learning now after burning might over the last couple of turns. So I am going to start with Samwise the Brave, Legolas, and Pippin. I'm going to steal a black dice, and I'm going to set the tone. I'm on 4 dice. Oh, I've got 5s and 6s, and you've got shielding or attacking, Marky May?
Shield.
Shield?
Yeah.
See if you can survive and keep some numbers for those captains next turn. Oh, a big
Big six.
6 for you.
There it is.
I would have to spend one of Leggy's might, which I think I will, because I want some board control. So I'm going to spend it, take the fight there, and I will need 5s. Wow, that was really bad. One more dice because he is trapped. And we got it that time. All right, and that goblin is out of there. So that frames up the heroic combat. We're not going to do anything too crazy. I'm just going to retreat my hobbits 4 inches. They're going to go there. Oh, actually, I'll move Legolas first so that he can get around into that goblin. And then my hobbits are going to fall back 4 inches. So that is the heroic combat. Now it's time for the normal turn.
We'll just work our way across the board, I think. Not much happening. So let's start with this one-on-one with Aragorn.
3 attacks for me. I've got the fight value.
Ooh.
Oh, sneaky.
Okay.
We were just talking off camera about the importance of being able to hold some of these troops. That's very important. I only got 2 might left.
Yeah.
I can't. I've got to save it for this damn troll.
It's coming.
Yeah,
it is coming.
All right,
Yeah.
go for a sneaky wound.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Get the 6.
Okay,
4.
thank goodness for that, because Aragorn's on 1 wound at the moment. You want to move to Gimli next?
Yep, let's go Gimli. So, one of the dudes will stab.
And you got 3 in
Got
there,
3
don't
there,
you?
yeah.
So stabbing with just the 1?
Stabbing with 1, yeah. Yep.
I'm on 5s.
Okay. So the white dice will be stabbing dice, just for reference. Ooh,
Goes
yeah.
to me on
Goes to
fight
you
value.
on fight.
You got to take your stabbing damage.
Take the stab damage. Nope.
Lucky there, but I'm going to rinse you. Looking for... the scores are level now, so there's actually no scoring bonus, so I'm not two-handing, so I'll go on 2 strikes on the defense 4 guys, looking for 4s. Oh, God. We'll go for again on them. Oh, my goodness. All right, retreat those goblins out of there. Now, luckily over here, Gandalf has paired off one of those, so Boromir's just fighting the 1. But you have got priority, so do you want to do Boromir first to trap him?
Yeah.
It's probably going to get... I'm going to make you blow the horn.
Yeah, it's going to... It's inevitable. Let's do it, yeah. Let's go.
Loves it. Loves it. All right, we'll fight as normal. I've got 3 attacks. I'm rolling low this turn.
Okay, so that one's peeled off there, so it'll be 2 on...
Correct. Yeah, you've got a chance here.
I do have a chance. Got it.
Oh, you're going to make me spend might. I've got 3 wounds, no fate. I'm going to spend a might. Boromir's got might, and I didn't spend might with Aragorn, and it was a mistake. So I'm only looking for 4s to kill these 2 as well, which is nice. Jesus. Here we go. The Fellowship's dice are turning on them here. But luckily, no wounds. Geez, I haven't done anything this turn. All right, Gandalf, Marky.
Yeah, Gandalf, yep.
I'm going to use a Daddy Gandalf dice.
Yeah. Okay. we can work with that one.
1 orc.
Oh, there it is. Strike it up.
That's
there
better.
It is. There's
That's
another
better.
one.
Strength 5, I'll need 4s. Gandalf can't kill anyone either. Alright, 1 part of the board left, which is going to be a much better result for me. I've got Frodo, Pippin, and Legolas on 1 goblin.
Yep.
You going to go for anything cheeky?
I'm going to fight you.
Going to fight me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll start with Legolas.
Been rolling low. Yeah,
I'm on 4s.
Okay.
Show us your money.
Alright.
1 goblin. 3, I get it.
Okay.
Leggy does
There
the
we
business. I want to kill for Leggy because I need Gimli's stats to get the +1 wounds, and he gets him.
Got him. Okie doke.
We killed a single goblin, and it cost Boromir a might point.
Yeah.
I think no one else got wounded, so that's basically it. What a flat turn in the end. But the heroic combat did a little bit, and we cleared up this back section. Let's do priority for the big turn when the troll arrives.
Here it comes.
God damn. Alright, let's go have a look at a heroic combat again.
Frodo's copping it. Sweet. So, my 2 captains are in reach of Sam and Frodo respectively. I have these 2 goblins which can pop out of here and bang, bang, they'll tie up everyone else basically.
Yeah,
so
you're going to get some good captain hits on
I'll
Frodo.
be able to get that high strength compared to their defense in there.
Yeah, wounding on 5s against Frodo's mithril coat, like the captains, because they're strength 4.
And then Sam's cactus.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I've got to do something about that, which means I'm going to have to call a heroic. I'm going to do it with Aragorn because it's free.
Yep.
And you've got 1 might left with your captains, and I'm guessing you're going to go for the burn?
Yeah, I've got to burn it. This has to happen.
This is the whole point of the play.
Yeah.
You've been stealthing up around behind to get this chance, and it all comes down to a roll-off. You get to do it this time, though.
with the...
4, 5, 6 fellowship. 1, 2, 3. The captains go chop, chop, chop.
There it is.
Oh, they
When I needed it.
See, you can roll ones like no tomorrow. Alright, so it is the Orc captain with shield who'll have to move first, and I think he's
Correct.
the one who has to charge Sam.
He was at Sam, which is no problem.
And Frodo is engaged.
Yep. Big key, they are out of might now. I am out of might across the board.
Now, you've still got a couple of models that will have to adhere to that controls, that heroic move rather, but of course to finish within 6 they'd have to be way back here. So you'll have to actually pull some of these goblins back away from my heroes.
Yep.
And then I will get my heroic move. So you won't be able to negate Aragorn's heroic move, so it's not a complete loss. So we'll jump in, do those moves, and we'll come back for Aragorn's.
Deep breath. It's just a game.
Yeah, it's just a game. Alright, so I'm a bit screwed here. Mark has done the very intelligent tactical decision of just leaving those goblins where they were and not going with me, which means that I can't move anyone anywhere. So Aragorn's the big one. He's called the move, and he's just got nowhere useful he can go. So I could send him all the way around the side, which kind of messes up the heroic move finishing position, but it's probably the best I can do. So Aragorn's gonna... No, but then he won't be near anyone. No, he's just going to go in. We're going to go in and we're going to try and get a bit of space. Maybe I can set it up so that I've got some back away room. It's not going to happen. Aragorn is going to be trapped. That's what's going to happen. Now Gimli, no, now we'll do Legolas. Gandalf. Gandalf is going to go for Collapse Rocks. It's a 6-inch range. I'm going to target this model, and every model within 2 inches, if I channel it, is going to take a strength 5 hit. So that is going to be 10 goblins. I'm going to spend 1 free will and 1 from the store, just like last turn, looking for a 5 on that Sorceress Blast that I'm now instantly regretting not spending the might. I better get a 5 here to make up for it. That was way out of the box and wasted a Gandalf 6. Hey, look at that! Gets the 6. There's no heroes in range to resist, so every single one of those models is taking a strength 5 hit. They are all defense 4 or 5, so it's going to be 4s on all of them. Let's move from the front. Spearman. Oh, survives. Swordsman. Dead. Bowman. Dead. Bowman. Out of the box. Alive. Bowman. Dead. Bowman. Dead. This is great. Swordsman up the back. Dead. Swordsman up the back. Dead. Spearman up the back. Dead. Spearman up the back. Dead. What? 8 of 10 goblins just got killed on a 50-50 roll. Now that's great because it gets them away from me for now, but obviously they're all just going to keep coming back. But it totally limits Mark's countercharge. That just saved me. Let's come in here. So it was all 4 up the back died. That spearman survived, that swordsman. There we go. Look at that. Look at this handful of goblins Gandalf just smashed. Excellent work. So that totally changes things. Now Boromir and Gimli are fine apart from the troll that's about to arrive. So, Boromir is going to launch in here and get that 2-on-1 so he can use his horn. Oh, I need to finish Gandalf's move first. Whoops. So Gandalf needs to charge, and he's gonna go over here actually, because I need to intercept that troll. And then Gimli is just gonna move around and get himself over to here, charging those 2. So, bit better board control. We've blasted our way through some goblins. I gotta say, that's a much better outcome than I was worried the spell wouldn't even go off. And it killed 8 goblins. So, let's have a look at the rest of the evil move and the imminent cave troll's arrival. The state of play is pretty messy this turn. We had a quiet combat last turn. It is not going to be the case now. I'm going to call a couple of heroic combats. The first one is absolutely going to be Legolas, who has now been joined by Pippin fighting this one guy. Sam's going to call one for free because Frodo is in combat over there. And then I'm going to call one with Boromir. So let's do Boromir. Let's do this part of the flank first, and then we are going to go... Roll up those 2 dice and let me auto-win, please, Mark.
A 6, nice, yeah, 6. So 6 plus 2 is 8. That is a fail. I automatically win. I have got 3 attacks, needing 4s. I would love to kill these guys without burning any might. And I have killed them both.
Kill them both.
Down they go. That was the only way that I could help Gandalf, and I'm going to run all the way around and take the 2 spearmen there. So that is going to be an excellent little combat for me. Let's finish these combats first before we go to the other heroics and sort of end off this part of the flank. We'll move left to right. You got 2 goblins, Mark. I have 1 Aragorn. Let's see who can do the business. I'm on 5s. You got a chance here?
Okay.
Hey! Another snake eyes. They're both defense 4, so Aragorn needs 4s as well. Hey, look at that. 6 and a 5. This is the fellowship we didn't have last turn. Another 2 goblins die. Gimli will do the same thing. Again, only fighting with... He'll go 3 dice without 2-handing. And let me just check the kill count. It's still tied because I probably should have done Legolas's combat first. Let's have a look. I'm on 6s. 5 value to me. Once again, looking for 4s. 2 4s will do it. 1 4 is enough. Down goes a spearman. So now we move over. We've got Gandalf just fighting 1 now because Boromir's picked off those 2 spearmen. And that is much better for Gandalf. He's just 1 attack as Gandalf the Grey. He's got to pick 1. He's got to pick 1.
Hey.
Goes to you. I can back away, so not trapped. You want to make a pesky strike there?
Let's get him.
What are they? Strength 2 or 3?
Strength
3.
No, whoa, shit. Oh, strength 3.
Yep,
5.
so looking for 5s.
5s.
No wounds. Gandalf was safe. And now Boromir's clutch play. It's not really a matter of if he kills these guys. The troll coming down next turn is what I'm more worried about. He's 4 high. You're 5 high. I have only got 2 points of might. I'm not going to spend anything because I'm going to need that might for striking against the troll. You win. See if you can do some damage to him.
Let's go. 6s. No.
No wounds. Boromir survived. So that was a little bit of mess over there, but the Fellowship are pretty unscathed, burning just the 1 point of might. But this is where it's all happening, in the back corner, in the well. This is your big play, Mark. You excited?
This is it. I'm looking forward to it. I've got to win.
Yeah. This is your chance to at least kill some hobbits,
Yeah.
if not Frodo himself. But first, my tactics. I am setting up a heroic combat waterfall. Hopefully, we can get this bad boy happening here. Leggy will swing round, Sam will swing in. We should be able to get a series of combats in a row. They're going to be pretty spicy. Up first, it is Pippin, and Legolas. They've got 3 attacks between them, and I'm at fight 6. Oh, that's a good start. Look at this. I was mocking Pippin. He's clutched the fight. Getting the big 6.
I can't beat it.
No.
I can't beat it.
Let's see if I can rinse 1 goblin. I will burn might to make this happen if I have to. And I've got the 5 with Pippin. I think that's not enough, right?
Chance. No, it needs a 6.
Leggy, however, needs a 5 with strength 4, so he'll burn a second point of might to make that happen. That was lucky. Now what we'll do is Leggy will fire all the way around, because of course that model has no control zone, and then Pippin will fire in here. Just looking quite nice. Might give Leggy just a little more room there. So, let's go into the next heroic combat, which is Legolas and Sam.
Yep.
Leggy loves fighting with these hobbits. He's got a different one this time. Still got the fight 6 and getting the 6. Fight value, man. Take that. Oh, Goblin. I'll just roll all the dice, Mark. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Now you got 2 wounds and a fate point.
Correct.
And you're on full spec, so this is a lot less likely to happen, but it was a gamble we had to go for. And I just rolled 3 wounds.
Defense 6. Well, there you go.
A 6 for Sam, 2 fights to Legolas. The captain's dead. That was not the... That was... Wow, okay. Okay. Sam moves again because the heroic combat, and we have trapped the final captain.
Wow. Well done.
We've got tied fight value now. You've got a fight 3 captain.
Yep.
And I got 3 fight 3 hobbits. Yep. This is that was the moment when Sam grabbed his frying pan and just went whang.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Killed the orc captain.
Alright, well.
So, yeah, right. I've got 3 attacks. Let's separate them. I'll borrow one of your dice if I can. And I have got Frodo in the green, Sam in the black, and Pippin in the white. You set the tone, seeing as you haven't rolled the dice in 2 combats. Oh,
okay.
strong start by the captain. Looking for 6s here. I've got might on the green and the black dice.
And I've got 5s. Oh, the green and the black.
Yeah.
Oh, you've
Cool,
got it.
I got it.
You've got it. All right, well, my huge plan to stop the captain from wounding Frodo has failed. You've now got 2 strikes at strength 4 on defense 6. That is 5s to wound. 2 5s, and you got 2 wounds on the ring bearer, Mr. Marky May. You gonna go for it?
What do I try and get a kill?
Mark's main game is to either kill Frodo outright or start getting kills. Now, Sam and Pippin, is it Pippin? It is.
Sam and Pippin, yeah.
Defense 3.
Yeah.
That's much easier to kill. That's 4s instead of 5s. And he's only got 2 dice and they're not trapped. If you go for Pippin, you need 4s on 2 dice.
Correct.
You should kill him. Like, he's got a fate point, obviously.
He's got a fate, so I need both of them to be 4s. So basically I need to roll 2 wounds no matter what happens, no matter what.
Yeah, so you're either going for 2 5s on Frodo or 2 4s on Pippin.
Take the odds, don't you?
Yep.
Let's get rid of Pippin. I think we
Pippin's going down.
We sink him into Pippin.
Roll them one at a time in case I fail my fate point.
Yep.
Looking for a 4.
Rightio.
And you've got him. Alright, let's see if Pippin goes down. He is cooked. Pippin is dead.
Yep.
That gives you another chance to make a strike. This time, are you going to go for Frodo or are you going to go for Sam?
It's a similar deal with the defense. Yeah, let's sink one into Sam.
Into Sam. Looking for 4s once again with defense 3.
There
Oh, now let's just have a look. That would have been a 6 and a 5 on Frodo,
That's
Mark.
the game. That is the game.
And I will take a fate point on Sam. I will fail it. Which would have been 2 failed fate on Frodo, Mark. Oh! I will use Sam's last point of might, because I've only got 2 fate. So I'm gonna might that up, which saves that. So Sam is unwounded. He spent a fate and a might. That goblin captain tactic did work for you. Not as well as you were hoping.
No, not quite.
But you got a kill.
Got to kill it.
And you hurt Sam pretty badly.
Yep.
All right, that was a spicy turn. One little fight left, which is Merry on one plucky goblin.
This is still.
Yeah, this is still a touch and go fight here. Strong
Okay.
start.
Ooh,
Strong
got
enough.
him, yep.
Watch Merry earn his first goblin blood. Or slip over and stumble on the rocks. Let's do priority, Mark. What a turn. The goblins arrived. It's all happening. Finally.
Ooh, there we go.
Finally, the Fellowship's got it. There's no might on the board.
Yeah, I'm done.
We get to dictate the flow of battle once more. It's my move phase, and I get to finally do whatever the hell I want. No heroic moves, no enemy moves. I've got control, and it's an important turn to do so. The cave troll is here. He is ready to make some scary charges, and I'm going to make sure that not a single hero can be charged by him. So first up, I'm going to move Boromir. He's going to leave those control zones and enter this guy's control zone and finish there. The cave troll's base won't fit through that gap, and he won't have enough move to get up and around, so he's safe for now. Up next is Gimli. Gimli is going to leave this model's control zone and charge these 2 guys. He's going to throw an axe on the way in. He needs a 4 to hit. He hits!
Hey.
And he'll need 5 to wound. Oh, no luck. What a surprise. That never does anything. And then I've got Aragorn here. Now, he's got a bit more free kind of movement here, so I think what he's going to do is the same thing. Avoid that guy. That will be 3 inches. No, it won't be enough to get him. So what he will do is he will just fall back to there, holding that position. No, we want to take advantage of that free might. So he'll throw in combat there with him. Then I've just got Gandalf here. This is less than half his height, so he can just leave and jump into combat with those 2. But first I want to throw a spell, and I think I'm just going to throw a free collapse rocks, or maybe a sorceress blast. I won't be able to knock over the troll. What is the most useful thing here? I didn't fucking plan this at all, so we're going to cut and I'm going to work it out. So Gandalf's going to throw an immobilize on the troll before he departs on a 3+ for Gandalf the Grey. What a beast! He doesn't get it on a 1, so it doesn't go off, but it's fine, didn't cost me anything. And then we will leap in. Perhaps should have spent a better will on that. That's okay. The mistakes we make. And then Balin's Tomb is, of course, less than half Gandalf's height, so he can just piss off and charge those 2 guys there. Then we have Legolas. Legolas is going to make a charge here on this goblin captain. Sam is going to make a charge here. And Frodo is going to make a safe little charge there. So no goblins should be able... Oh, they probably still will be able to get him. Whoops. What we might do instead then is throw Frodo in here and put Merry over here. So that way, no goblins will be able to get to Frodo to make any wounding strikes this turn.
With the cave troll in play, the goblins surge forwards, clutching at the Fellowship heroes as they muster a rear guard. Boromir and Aragorn are still out on the flanks fighting fiercely to halt the goblin advance, and although the troll won't make combat this turn, his fierce onslaught is bearing down upon them. With reinforcements for the goblins continuing to pour out from the well and the trapdoors, it's becoming increasingly difficult for the bigger heroes to keep the little ones safe.
Mark's horde has advanced, he has wrapped, he has trapped, but I have managed to fall back nicely by getting the initiative. Boromir could be in trouble though, but we're not going to worry about that for a little while, because boy oh boy am I calling some heroic combats. Aragorn is spending his free point of might to call one. Gimli is spending one off the store. Sam is going to get one for free, because Frodo's in a combat. Even if it's the same one as him, he can still call that heroic combat, which is going to be able to helpfully set up a save on Pippin. Now, should I call a heroic combat with Legolas? I could, to set up another layer to the waterfall, but he's only got one might, and boy am I worried about this troll who's coming in. So I'm not going to, and hopefully Aragorn and Gimli don't choke and leave Legolas in a bit of trouble. But let's have a look. So, Gimli, Aragorn, we'll go with Aragorn first at the top of the waterfall. He's got 3 attacks fighting 2 goblins. Oh, that's a strong start.
Yep.
Sorry, Mark, I'm not even letting him roll dice again.
Hang on there. It'll just be 1s anyway.
No, I need 4s. I need 2 4s. That is the result we wanted, without a single point of might spent. Now, Aragorn is going to jump into the goblin with a shield, which means that Gimli will now be fighting a goblin with defense 4, so he'll be wounding on 4s. He's going to go 3 ups with 3 dice. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's finally my turn. All right, roll of 1. I guarantee you. Right, roll a 1. Roll a 1. Oh, okay. So Gimli would have to spend another 2 might for this to go off. He has got full might, so he could do that. Jeez, that's a savage roll. Burning 3 might. Now let's look at the consequences of this. If he doesn't, Legolas is just going to be fighting these 2 guys on his own. Jeez, it could be the end of Leggy here. 3 dice. He's got fight 6. Only 1 might. So Legolas has basically 2 dice to roll a 5 to guarantee the win. Jeez, this is risky. Maybe what I can do is something with the hobbits instead to try and help out, but it's dangerous putting them near the captain. I have 2 might left with Aragorn, 1 might with Gandalf, or 2 might with Gandalf. I just don't have this kind of might. I'm going to need that for the troll, man. I think you've got it. There's just nothing I can do. Roll your wounds. You need 6s by 5s, I think.
Yep.
Not a good time. No wounds, but the heroic combat waterfall is stalled by a mighty goblin bowman. Let's do the next heroic combat. It's Sam and Pippin. No, Merry, Frodo. Too many hobbits.
Frodo.
You got 1 goblin warrior. Roll it up.
He's got a shield. I
Yep.
think I'll up my odds. Okay.
Oh,
there we go.
strong.
There we go.
And I'm on double 2, so we just back away, and that combat doesn't go off either. So Mark's got another opportunity here to do some serious hero wounding. Let's start over here with Boromir. I'm going to blow the horn of Gondor.
Need that double 6s. Here we go.
Oh, it's courage 6. It's not enough.
Can't do it.
Boromir auto wins, and I'm just going to throw 3 dice into any random people. I'm looking for 4s all round because of no shields. 1 dice. Rip out a bowman behind me. Alright, the next combat is Gandalf finding 2. He's just got the 1 dice, but it will give him that strength 5 if he wins the fight. I'm on 1s. And you get it on a 6. He'll back away, so he'll be fine. You're looking for 5s.
Boss, yeah, not too bad. Yep.
1 wound on
wound on
Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Fate point and re-rollable.
Oh, yeah. Oh, even better.
1 fate down. I'm going to go again. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, re-rollable. Okay, there we go. So
okay.
2 fate down by 1 goblin warrior. That's the problem with Gandalf, just the 1 attack. Okay, now we've got a scary fight. Let's do Merry versus a single goblin warrior.
Yep.
If things go against me here, this could be a dead hobbit. Strong. Oh! Who's got priority? I do?
You do?
Alright, I'll roll the roll off.
Yep.
And it goes to me. Alright, so I am trying to wound a little goblin. Merry fails, but Merry's not dead, which is the most important element.
Is the most important.
And then the final combat of the turn is Legolas fighting a captain and a warrior. Oh, that strength 4 is scary.
This is what we wanted.
I got defense 4 here, so if I lose, I'm cooked. I got 2 attacks, and I'm fight 6. I need 5s or 6s to guarantee a win. I've got a 4.
Here we go. Alright. Oh.
3, 1, 4. Yes, you're out of might.
Oh.
You're out of might. Legolas gets very lucky. That captain is unwounded, isn't he?
Not touched yet.
Not
This
touched.
is mine, yeah.
I'm just going to sink strikes into him. He's defense 5. I'll need 5s to wound him. And no wounds, but we survive. So, good thing we didn't blow all of Gimli's might. I got away with that gamble, but I did lose. What did I lose? 2 fate off Gandalf. Yeah, not the best turn, but we didn't have any massive losses. Let's do priority for turn number 6.
Big one.
There are 5 turns left in this game to survive. And it is a 3. The forces of evil have got it. The troll is here. It's heroic move time. There's no might on the board, so I get to do whatever I want, which is great. So, let's come down to the board. I've got options. If I call the heroic move with Gimli, he's got 2 points of might, but it means I can get everyone. So, it's not Aragorn's free, but that's okay. So, Gimli's going to call the move. And then the first thing he's going to do, that's actually going to get Frodo as well. First thing he's going to do is, oh, bloody hell, take a courage test. I forgot about that. To charge the troll. He's courage 6, and he's fine. Just. And he gets in. He's going to get in as snug as he can. So he is angry. He is fighting the troll. Up next, we've got Aragorn to deal with. Aragorn is going to... No, let's not do Aragorn. Let's do Gandalf. Gandalf, before he does anything, is going to throw an immobilize on the troll. I'm going to spend 1 and 1 from my free, and I get it off. So the troll is immobilized. That's really key. Now what Gandalf's going to do is leave those control zones and run in and charge these goblins here. And that is going to stop them from being able to get around and get onto Gimli. Boromir is going to do a charge over here. That, again, locks up that space. No more goblins coming through. No one is currently able to get to Gimli. Oh, dear me. Sam is going to leave the control zones of those goblins and charge those 2. Brave little Sam. Frodo is going to tag that goblin. Merry is going to take the goblin captain and 1 goblin. Aragorn is going to leave their control zones, hit this goblin, and sit there. And Legolas is going to charge over here and do 1 on 2. So I have paired up every goblin in this space. I've got an unmolested Gimli on the front there. Oh, actually, maybe I'll put Legolas on that side. Yes, we'll put Legolas there. I've got an unmolested Gimli against the cave troll. And yeah, there's a whole lot more goblins to come up, including 2 from the well. Oh, goodness me, this is going to be a messy turn. But I've got a chance now to try and hurt the cave troll. So the goblins have sort of pushed up a little bit more than I anticipated. I completely forgot that they have mountain dwellers, so they can just ignore Balin's tomb, even though it is well over half their height. So Gimli has been charged, which is not really what I intended. I thought I'd got him safe there. So a good sneaky play by the goblins. You've got your reinforcements to come back,
yeah,
Mark.
Got 3 blokes to come on. So the first one, I've got a bowman. I'm going to pop him up out of here. Now, the fun part of this is he gets a little sneaky shot over at Frodo.
Mr. Frodo. All right, and then 2 gobbos left. I think I know where they're coming
Yeah, we've got two left. So, big play here. Frodo's obviously the easy target, but I'm going to go into Samwise because he is well and truly weakened. So, I'm going to put an extra 2 attacks onto Sam. I've got Merry tied up here, so there's a potential for 2 kills on this turn. So that's
strong indeed, and Frodo's just so damn durable. I've got the mithril coat. I've got the heroic defense. So that's a good play, I think. All right, well, into shooting, you've got the one shot.
Got the one shot
down onto Frodo. You'll need. Am I in range?
Ooh. Yes.
Just. Okay,
Yeah.
so 6s.
Okay. So 6s. Let's
6
see how it goes. Not quite.
No hits there,
Not quite.
and into the combat phase. The troll must die, because boy oh boy are some Fellowship heroes going to die this turn. I've basically decided to trade some of my heroes to kill the troll, because I don't think I can survive if the troll hangs around for another 5 turns. Let's go down the board and have a look. Merry, he's cooked. Frodo's fine. Sam is cooked. Legolas might be cooked, but he's got his fight value. We're going to have to rely on that. I'm going to call a heroic combat with Aragorn for free, and hopefully fling on into the troll. I'm going to call a heroic combat with Gimli. He's at +1 to wounds, so hopefully he kills those 2, and we'll join in with the troll. And I'm going to call a heroic combat with Boromir. He's going to kill those 2, hopefully, and join in with the troll. So I should get all 3 heroes on the troll. He's immobilized, so he can't make strikes, and his fight value and attacks are halved because of the channel, so I should be able to kill him. Let's see if we'll start with Aragorn's goes off first. So 3 dice for the Gorn, you're shielding?
Shielding, yep.
And a strong start. That's what we want, Aragorn. And he needs 5s to wound, because he has got the shields. Oh, I've got to spend might already. Burn it. Burn a point. This has got to happen. Alright, and Aragorn goes, well, hello there, Mr. Troll. It's so good.
I have to take a terror check.
Oh, yes, of course I will. What am I talking about?
Maybe.
The old courage test. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Alright, let's do Boromir next. You're going to have to take a courage test now, my friend.
Yep. He's outnumbered. Oh, come on. I need this one. Let's go.
Ha! Not enough. He rolls a 7. Needs an 8. This one is the less likely of the 2 to happen for me because I need 4s to wound. And Boromir comes through with the goods. Alright, so we now have Boromir and Aragorn in combat with the troll, and we've also got Gimli in base contact, but currently paired off. So let's do Gimli's heroic combat. He is at +1 to wound, so he's going to fight with 3 dice, and you've got 2 goblins. Set the tone for me,
Let's set
Mark.
the tone. Let's go.
Yes! I see. So all I have to do is not roll the triple ones from last turn. I think Gimli can do that. Oh! Gimli!
Yep.
He's flipping it over.
He wants it.
Gets all 3 6. Now he needs strength 4, defense 4 with no shields, +1, 2 3s. Look at that. Rolling us back, we now have Gimli, Aragorn, and Boromir in combat with the troll. Let's leave that till the end because there is going to be some misery before then.
Yeah, we're on.
We'll start with Gandalf. He's fighting 3 and bloody worried about it, frankly. He's got a 4. You've got a 5 there. I've got might. I've got full wounds and 1 fate. You'll be wounding on 5s. I think I'm going to spend... Let me check my chart here. I've got 1 might because I have channeled. I'm going to spend a point of might to win. Yep. I'm just terrified of losing heroes this turn. I rolled a 4 with strength 5. That will be enough.
Yep.
Down goes the spearman. Up next, let's look at Legolas. Now this is the really worrying one because Leggy matters. He's got 2 dice. How many have you got, Mark?
6 for me.
6. Well, you go first.
Let's see.
Inevitably get the 6.
Come on.
Yeah, look
There's
at
a few of
that.
them. All right.
3.
All right.
Come on, Leggy. I've still got 1 might, so a 5 will get me out of jail here. Tell you what won't though, a 1 and a 2. A 1 and a 2 won't do the goods.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trapped. 12 dice. Get them all at once. Get them all at once. Here's some more. Get some more.
Rightio. 2, 4. Okay. So strength
3.
3.
Yeah.
Defense 4. So we need 5s.
5s to wound. Leggy's got 2 wounds and 3 fate, I think, because he hasn't been touched yet.
He hasn't been touched yet.
So you're gonna need a minimum of 5, but that's
of
only
5.
if the fate happens.
12 dice.
Rinse
so,
them.
Here we go.
You should get 4 at least on odds. Oh wow. Oh dear. Pull them out. Pull them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Legolas is annihilated.
There we go.
Rip him out of there, Mark. That is a huge play. Simply because I couldn't roll a 5 on 2 dice. Dear oh dear, Leggy has fallen. 2 fellowship heroes. If I don't kill this troll, this is going to be bad news. Let's do Merry.
Yep.
Merry is fighting... Oh, actually, I've got another heroic combat, of course. It's Sam. Oh, but it's never going to do anything. So we'll start with Merry. I've got 1 dice. You've got 3 with the captain.
3 dice with the captain. 2 attacks with the captain. So let's see how we go. Okay.
You've got 4 high.
4
Merry, I need you. Come comes through with the goods. Yes, Mary. What a champion. I am going to... We got to start wounding this captain, I think.
Yep.
No. The numbers are killing me back here. Fails
matter.
anyway.
No.
Fails anyway. Mary, you bloody legend. That was lucky. Let's do Frodo while I'm on a roll.
Yep.
Frodo's just got the 1 attack, I think.
Yep.
3s. 4s. I'm going to let you try and wound me. My might is precious.
So 6s with the mithril
6s.
coat.
Oh, yes. Jeez, I got away with that. Back me away there. All right, Sammy boy, another
Alrighty.
terrifying roll.
Yeah.
1 dice versus 4. We're tied for fight value though.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Set the tone.
Big one, right out. 4 dice.
That's doable.
that
That's
is-
doable,
yeah,
Sammy boy.
that
On a
works.
50 up, we tie it.
Not gonna do
Goes
it.
the other way.
Not
All right,
gonna do it.
double those dice. 8 strikes. You need 4s to wound. Strength 3, defense 3.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in big trouble. Another hero down here, I think.
Here we go.
Youch, youch, youch.
Yeah.
Sam is dead.
Sam dies.
Sam gone. Legolas gone. Pippin gone. Merry somehow survives.
Yep.
Frodo survives. Gandalf survived. And now the big combat.
bopper.
You've only got 2 dice, Mark. As it rounds down because you channeled transfix.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 3 for the
trouble
Gorn. I've got
Oh.
3 for Gimli.
Yep.
I've got 3 for... You know what I'll do? I think, because you're not trapped.
No.
So I think I might go 2-handed with Gimli.
Yep.
Let's do the math. So they're all strength 4. Are you defense 6 on the troll? Believe so.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's 5s to wound.
Yep.
If Gimli goes 2-handed, that goes down to 4s.
Yep.
And then if he goes with his bonus, that will be 3s. 3s on a troll. That's insane. Or I could go another 3 dice looking for 4s. That extra dice on the 4, I think I'm going to go for the 3s. So if I can borrow 2 black. So these dice will be Gimli, going 2-handed, and then 2 sets of 3 for my other heroes. You roll your 2 dice
Set the
for
time.
Jewel. Strong
Okay.
start.
Yep.
And you wouldn't believe it, I haven't got a 6. That's ridiculous. I've got might enough to make this work, but that's frustrating. Gimli has 1 left. And Aragorn has got 1 left. Both of those are 5s. I'll spend Aragorn's.
Okay.
I'll spend Aragorn's because he gets free might. So I win the fight. You've done well, troll. You've sucked another might point out of me. Now I need 5s on the greens, 5s on the whites, and 3s on the blacks. Got him. Get him out of there. The troll is finished. One round of combat for the cave troll, but it cost me dearly. Legolas is dead,
Yeah.
and Pippin has Merry. No, who was it? Sam. Sam has fallen.
Dan got minced, yeah. Another point of mine. It was alright.
4 turns left.
I can live with that.
4 turns left, Marky. Let's roll priority. Cave troll is gone. 4 for me.
There we
6
go.
for you.
Very good.
And now it's time to think about that. As always, Aragorn heroic move. So Aragorn's heroic move, he's got to go first. What he is going to do is skedaddle around that control zone and then enter this one first and charge those 2 models. I need to do something about that captain. I cannot afford to have him over there with Merry. So up next is Gandalf. He's going to go in here and make a charge, but beforehand, he's going to throw a compel with 2 dice onto that captain. And kablam, we've got him. You've got 1 point of will to resist, Mark. I'll give you a Gandalf dice because I'm nice and it's magic. You'll need a 5 to resist that one.
Right, let's do it.
Oh, thank goodness for that. He has not resisted and he is compelled into Aragorn, getting him away from Merry. Then Gandalf's going to complete his charge and hit those 2 models there. Now we've got Gimli and Boromir, who all fell within the heroic move. The 2 hobbits. Oh, actually, Aragorn's starting position was there. Yeah, Frodo and Merry were in. So then Gimli is going to suicide himself into these guys. He's going to throw an axe on the way in. He hits on 4s. He misses. Big surprise. And Gimli chunks in against those 2 dudes. Then Boromir is going to launch in and charge these. Oh, we'll charge 2. We'll charge those 2 there. And then Oh no, you can just charge the one. Just charge the one because Mark's got priority. And then what I'm going to do is I've got 2 goblins to deal with. They're going to come out of here, but I'm going to control where they're going to go by making some bold charges with Merry and with Frodo. So that way I know that they're going to be in range of a potential heroic move from any of my mainline heroes. Unfortunately, Gandalf's against 2, that's a bit spicy, and Gimli is pretty on his own out there. But we've just got goblins to deal with now. Hopefully that will keep me intact. We'll have a look at Mark's movement for turn number 7. This is not looking good for the Fellowship. My big gamble to annihilate the troll has kind of put me at a positional disadvantage, and Marky has swarmed me.
Swamped.
Absolutely
Yes.
swamped me with goblins. You've got priority, man, and
Yeah.
there is no point in calling heroic combats for me. Aragorn, it's so unlikely to happen. Aragorn spent his free point of might. The odds are so bad, there's not even any point in trying to cut my way through to those little hobbits. So, where do you want to start, my man?
Let's go Boromir. There's not much happening out there.
He's got 1,
4
2,
on.
3, 4 on him.
Yep.
I'm going to blow the horn of Gondor.
Yep.
Brr, brr, brr.
Here we go.
Oh,
Ah!
look at those.
Funny that.
It's your old friends. Alright, so I win. I need 2 4s and a 5. Let's
Yep.
go for the 4s first on the bowman. Look at that.
Get
I only
one.
get 1, and I'll go for the 5, and I don't get it. So there you go. No point in that heroic combat going off.
Yep.
And I kill a single goblin.
Yep.
Where next?
Let's go. Well, let's get. Actually, let's go Gimli's.
That sounds good.
Yep.
He is still defending Balin's tomb with much
Yeah.
further. He's got +1 to wound because he killed more than Legolas, or
Yeah.
killed less than Legolas. Actually, he would have done a wound on the troll last turn, except not the final wound. So I'm going to go three-hander with him because boy, oh boy, do I need dice.
Yeah.
Set the tone with your 5 dice,
Oh,
dude.
guys, here we go. Big 6.
Big 6. Okay, I got to get a 6. Gimli's out of might. What a clutch,
Clutch.
Gimli. Clutch.
Yep.
Strength 4, shields all round, so
Yep.
5s to wound, goes down to 4s with the +1. That is 1 dead.
1.
Well, Gimli, that was important, but that's not the hard one. That's an easy mode combat
an easy
compared
one.
to what's coming. Where do you want to go now?
Let's go Gandalf.
Yep.
Let's get Gandalf out of the way. So another 5 for me.
5 dice on a trapped Gandalf.
Yep.
I need a big roll here. Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's a combat given to you. Oh, look, wasn't even that good of a roll. Alright, so that is yours. You have got 10 dice now on
10
Gandalf.
dice.
I'm defense 5, so that is 5s for all of you. And I've got 1 fate left, I think, and 3 wounds. Alright, roll it up. That's good. That's 5 wounds. That's 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
That's a dead wizard, I think.
He's gone.
If I roll 1 fate, I pass it, I take another 4 wounds, Gandalf is off the board, and there are 4 dead heroes of the Fellowship. 1 more dead hero, and the game is over, or if Frodo dies, the game's automatically over, which is now the same result. You want to do Aragorn next?
Let's do Eregion, yep. So we will keep. So the captain plus his mate.
Cool.
So,
So 3 dice on 3 in the end.
yep.
I've got 4 high.
Okay.
Oh,
5s.
5s. I'm absolutely going to spend Aragorn's last point of might from the store,
Yep.
and I'm going to sink every single attack
Get that
into that captain.
out the
He's
way.
murdering me. 1 wound.
1 wound, okay.
Take a save on his fate.
Back. There you go. To there.
And failed.
Oh,
Alright, so
yeah.
he's got 1 wound, no fate. And now we've got Merry fighting 2.
2, yep.
Oh, Merry, I believe in you. Come on, son, come on. Oh, he's got the fight bow. He roll snake eyes for me. No. He is not
Not
trapped.
No, not anymore, no.
Alright. Strike away.
So, 4s?
Yeah, 4s all round. Strength 3, defense 3, 1 wound. There's a 50-50 fate roll here, and the game is over. Oh, he survives! Okay, Merry's still in the fight.
Ooh.
1 combat left, and it is
Okay.
Frodo.
3 orcs
Yep.
against 1 ring bearer. Why the hell is he not wearing the ring? He's putting it on next turn.
Yep.
And he is absolutely gonna roll a 6 here. A big Frodo 6. Out of the board. Oh, it's a 4.
Okay.
Probably not enough on
Okay.
3 dice.
Let's see how we go.
Oh, yes! Frodo! Frodo! He does it! He wins! Alright, he is gonna annihilate that orc right next to him on a 5. No. Okay. Gandalf has fallen. We're not even at the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. What are you doing?
He's missed it.
Gandalf's dead. Aragorn, Boromir, Gimli, Merry, and Frodo are still on the board, and the game moves to turn 8. I have 3 turns to survive without losing
coming.
another hero. This is touch and go, man.
It's close. It's
Alright,
close.
let's do priority. I
Alright.
need this. Got it.
Got it.
Swings to me. That means Aragorn's might is back in play.
Yep.
Let's have a look at my moves.
Alright, got out of jail last turn. I've got to set up a way to do that this turn. Let's have a look at the board. The first thing that's going to happen is Boromir is going to charge these 2 here. Gimli is going to charge those 2 there. And now I've got Aragorn to tag this guy here. And now it's time for Frodo to put on the ring. So he is ringing up. He's like, screw this, I'm out of here. And he is going to move through these models and finish in combat with this fellow there, which means that will lock up that space. Merry is then going to leave that control zone and run over to here and just lock up this as best he can, stopping all these goblins from getting in and getting the trap. Unfortunately, they are going to be able to filter in through that little gap there.
With 4 heroes fallen, the Fellowship cannot lose another member in the next 2 turns. Without their wizard to lead them, it's up to Aragorn to rally their defense.
Can you taste the blood,
I
Mark?
can. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's time.
I am going to do one last Hail Mary, and I'm going to call a heroic combat with Aragorn for free. He's only fighting a captain with 1 wound, and then the 2 spearmen. And then I'm going to call a heroic combat with Boromir. Let's start there. So show me that failed courage
I've
check,
got to
Mark.
get this one. I've got to get 1. Nah.
No, failed dismally. So that is a win for Boromir. He's fighting a defense 4 target, so looking for 4s on the first one. He's dead. And looking for a 5 on the second one because of the shield. And he gets a 3 and a 1. It doesn't go off. So that is a might point wasted, but it sort of doesn't matter. He was really just going to try and cut his way through to Merry. Let's jump into Aragorn's heroic combat. This is the one that's very unlikely, but it was free. I've got 3 dice. I'm on 5 high.
Yep.
Got a chance here.
I've got 3, so...
The captain and 2 goblins.
Yep.
Got the 6. I got no might, can't do anything about it, and I'm not trapped now, actually,
No.
because Boromir can
Boromir
make
can,
way.
yep.
That was accidentally awesome.
Okay.
So 5s all round,
5s all round,
Aragorn's
6.
got no armor.
Ooh.
Oh, sneaky wound!
Oh, got a
Oh,
wound,
no!
okay.
Still got my 3 fate points. Let's see how he goes. Passes on the first one. So 1 wound, 2 fate for Aragorn. Not as bad as it could have been. And now we've got, let's do, what do you want? Gimli? Yeah.
Yeah, let's get you.
Let's go Gimli. He's going to go 3 attacks again. We're back to Gandalf dice now after the betrayal of Rohan. Oh, yes! Gimli loves it. He's not at +1 anymore because he's been getting some kills. So he's just at neutral, which means 4s.
Yeah.
Oh, rinses in.
6 will do it.
Gimli will do it. Merry, fighting 4.
4. This is the
Fighting
blood. This is
4.
what I've been tasting. Merry has been a thorn in my side the entire game. So
Yeah, he's
he's been strong.
He's
made
got
his
a-
way from over here fighting the goblin captain.
Yeah!
He's made his way into the middle. So
He's bobbing and
he
weaving.
needs to go.
You know what he needs to do? He needs to roll a big Gandalf 6. Oh, you beauty! You still got 4 dice, and we got the same fight value, so it's not
Okay.
game over yet. Merry, you legend!
Not quite. Okay.
And I've
Doesn't do
got
it.
it! I've got it, Merry!
Merry the
This is
champion.
twice he's done that. But once again, he fails to
not
wound.
quite.
He is clutching
He's-
staying alive. One more fight. It is Frodo the Ringbearer against a goblin with half their fight value.
Yep.
So I've got 1 attack. You've got 1 attack. I've rolled a 2. You've
There
rolled
we
a
go.
6. It goes to you. I'm defense 6, so a natural 6 to wound, and I'm unharmed currently. No wounds there. We survive another turn. Turn 8 becomes turn number, where the hell is the 3? 9. Alright, let's do priority. I need to win again if I want to keep that free might from Aragorn. And I ain't gonna win like that. So all I can do is just circle the wagons. I'm going to call the heroic move. Aragorn is going to charge that model there. Boromir is going to charge that model there. Gimli will charge that model there. And Merry will charge that model there. Now I need to take my ring bearer test, which is just a d6. And on a 3+, I maintain control. It is a 4. Frodo is mine for the turn, and Frodo is just going to charge this model here as well. We have circled the wagons, no one can fit through, so depending on the order of the combats, I'll be able to minimize some of the traps. Now it's time for Marky to pile in the gobbos.
So we're going to have a crack at the ring bearer. We'll take a courage check and see if we can get in there.
How many inches away is he?
He would be... Oh, yeah.
Just over 1 or 1 indeed?
Spot on 1.
Beautiful. So just courage check at -1.
Yep.
So courage
need a
1.
big 9.
Oh!
Get in there!
That's how you pass.
There we go.
Another model
There
on
we
Frodo.
go. And then we can... Oh, there's no other spearmen there. Oh.
No spearmen.
No, there's not.
No spear supports. Well, there you go. You've mopped up. You've charged in. That's a lot of models. Aragorn's got no free heroic this turn. I think Boromir is going to blow another might point to call a heroic.
Yep.
I can't use my horn though this time because you haven't given me any extra targets.
Kept them off there. I only took 9 turns.
Let's fight normally then. I've got 5s. You got 1 dice.
Oh, 1 dice.
Oh, you could shield.
I've got a shield. Yeah,
he's got the shield.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter.
4s goes to me on 5s, and I need a 5 to kill him. And down he goes.
See you later.
Big 6. Now I have no idea where I'm going. I haven't planned this really at all. What I might do is just throw him into these 2 targets here.
Yep.
And help out Gimli. Oh, you know what? Gimli's fine. Aragorn's in trouble. I'm going to take the captain and the spearman. Let's do Boromir again. This time I can blow the horn because he's fighting 2 targets now.
So the captain will have at least +1 courage.
Yeah, it should be courage 3.
Jeez, courage 3. So we're good. There we go.
Oh, 7! Yes, just gets it.
There we go.
Alright,
Okay.
we're fighting as normal then. I'm on 5s.
Ooh, okay. There we go.
Oh, you get the 6, and I believe Boromir's out of might because I spent it for the combat.
Yep.
Alright, try and give him some wounds. He's unwounded at the moment, defense 6, so 4s for the captain and 6s. Sorry, 5s for the captain and 6s for the spearman.
So 6 on the green dice.
1 wound. And I'll just take that because I have no choice. He has no fate.
Yep.
But more importantly, we've peeled those models away from Aragorn. So let's move on to Aragorn now.
Yep.
Aragorn is fighting 3. I've got 3 as well.
Yep.
And I've got the 6.
Got the 6. There we go.
I will need, looks like 5s all round because there's lots of shields there. And no wounds.
No wounds.
And no free fate point to spend on it because we called the move.
Yep.
But we survive another turn.
Yep.
Gimli is fighting 4. And I am, boy oh boy, going for 3 dice. I ain't going for 2 dice now. You got 4 attacks. Any stabs?
Yeah, let's go. Let's 2 front dudes. Let's stab up. Green dice.
I'm on 5s. I'm on 5s.
Okay.
Oh, so are you.
Ooh, bugger.
Goes to me on fight value.
Yep.
Do your stabbing damage. 2 6s and 2 guys die. No guys
Ooh.
die. Actually, they're both defense 4.
Yep.
They do both die. Oh, no. It's a strength 2. Yes, it's a 5. They're dead. Get rid of them. Gimli can't kill anyone. My strikes mean nothing.
Yep.
That would have been the best heroic combat ever. Alright, now we've got... Let's do Frodo. The ring bearer fighting 2 because he charged in that second bowman.
Yep.
I'm fighting with just the 1 attack. I'm on 4s. And you're on 6s.
Got it.
You'll need 6s to wound that mithril coat. Oh, wounds!
Okay.
Frodo is surviving.
There we go.
And this is it. The combat that could end it all. 4 dice on Merry. No, 3 dice.
3 dice, yeah, that was just here.
3 dice
So,
on Merry.
Yep.
I got 1. I'm going to roll first again.
I want him, so I want him.
Watch it. Watch it.
Here we go.
No, it's a 2.
Okay.
Oh, it's yours. It's so yours.
Hey, here's those magical 3 1s that I've been rolling all day. You ready? You ready?
No, goes to you. Okay. Merry can retreat, luckily, because of the order of the combat and my little wagon circling. So, you are defense... I'm defense 3.
Yep.
You're strength 3. You got 3 dice. 1 4. 1-4. He spent his fate point. He's gone.
He's gone.
Merry
There we go.
has fallen, and the Fellowship have died in the 9th of 10 turns, with Boromir, Aragorn, Gimli, and Frodo still intact. Gandalf does not make it to the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Pippin is not caught by Aragorn as they fall on the stairs. It is a different narrative, and evil has won the day.
With a mighty thrust, Aragorn skewered the cave troll and sent his corpse crashing to the ground. Seeing their mighty beast fall, the goblin morale quavered, and they fled before the wrath of the two great warriors of men. Aragorn turned around to see only a handful of his companions still standing. 3 hobbits, the elf, and Gandalf were gravely injured, and with peril now in front and behind, they had to seize this chance to escape the mines and make for the safety of the woods of Lothlorien. An absolutely huge shout out to my incredible Patreons. Without their support, these big battle reports would simply not be possible. They take a huge amount of time and resources to film and edit, and a special mention to these incredible heroes of Middle-earth, the MAzarbul. To reward the contribution of all my Patreons, we'll be giving away a full set of the re-released Mines of Moria Balin's Tomb terrain set in the 3rd video of this campaign. To be in the draw, you simply need to pledge as little as $1 a month, and you could be recreating Balin's Tomb in your own living room. If you've enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe and drop me a comment down below. Now it's back to Lockie and Mark to chat through the post-game.
So we're way off book now. We're way off script. This has fallen apart. 5 Fellowship members dead.
Gone.
Yeah, the goblins did the work.
They did it.
Who was your MVP?
Probably both of the captains. I think the captains, they went off. They went away from their group, they went around the back, and they held them up and tied them up.
It was a sexy flanking maneuver.
It worked.
For sure.
It worked, yeah.
I thought I paid the price for tactics of turn 1.
Yeah.
I just went in with Aragorn, lost a combat, lost 2 wounds, and because of where that positioning put me, I was like, I'm going to be really aggressive because it'll be fun, we'll kill some stuff and then we'll fall back. All of a sudden, killing all those goblins, they just teleported all around me. What I should have done was just fallen back the whole scenario. But that is a tough draw.
Yeah.
The other big play, of course, I went really aggressive against the cave troll because I was terrified of it.
Yep.
And sort of opened myself up to lose some heroes. So maybe I should have let the cave troll come at me, but ouch.
I think another thing, terrifying aura for Gandalf. If you had to maybe pop that one off a little earlier, or at all, I mean,
Gandalf's getting charged and minced was
just,
a bit rough indeed. But as soon as I lost Gandalf, I lost that ability to force things to happen. But I mean, my play of the game absolutely has to be Gandalf annihilating 8 goblins with 1 spell. I've never seen that spell be so powerful,
awesome.
so that was fantastic. So, the Fellowship have lost that scenario. We've got some wounded heroes, so we'll have to take some injury rolls in just a second. We don't have to worry about might, will, or fate points, because our next scenario is Arm on Hen, so we do go through the Lothlorien rest stop in the campaign, but there are some campaign bonuses. So, if I'd won, in the next big Arm on Hen scenario, Boromir would have got a shield, so now he will fight without a shield, and the evil bonus is that it will be you again.
Yep.
Lurtz and the Uruks get to reroll all failed wounds against Boromir. So
he's going down.
Yeah,
I'm getting him.
I think we'll be on script there at the very least.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump over the desk, quickly do our injury rolls for our heroes, and then we'll come and wrap up. So here we have our campaign section for the Journey of the Ring Bearer. We need to roll a d6 for each of these heroes, except for Gandalf, because he dies in the next scenario anyway. On a 1, they are dead forever. On a 2 or a 3, they will start next game with 1 wound. Legolas. Oh, he's fine. The 1 flashed up for a sec there. Let's have a look at Pippin. Pippin is wounded, so he only starts with 1 wound, but that's fine. He's a 1 wound model anyway. And Sam. Sam is wounded. That does hurt. He loses a wound for next scenario, and Merry is fine. So none of our precious heroes are dead permanently, and they will all return back for the ambush at Arm on Hen.
After losing their mighty leader on the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, Aragorn leads the Fellowship to the Forest of Lothlorien, a mighty elven city and fastness akin to the lands of a forgotten time. Here the companions rest and heal their wounds of limb and spirit, but little will stay the grief of Gandalf's death. After receiving counsel and the gifts of the Lord and Lady of Lorien, the Fellowship follow the river Anduin to the falls of Rauros, but crippled by indecision, they flounder, torn between striking east for Mordor or heading first to the safety of Minas Tirith. But before they can act, calamity strikes as a force of Saruman's Uruk-hai ambush the scattered Fellowship and seek to steal away the Ringbearer to bring the great weapon of Sauron to Isengard. Tune into part 3 of our Quest for the Ringbearer campaign to find out if the Fellowship survive the Battle of Amon Hen.
The great battle of our time.
Fuck, I forgot about the goblins coming up from the well.
They have a cave. No, that doesn't make sense. That happens later. What am I going to open with? I nearly said they have a cave troll, but they don't right now.
Not yet.